Hi guys, Jackie from Jackie Yoga Therapy. Thanks for joining me today. I thought we'd change it up a little bit and do a little series at the wall with legs up the wall and a group of stretches that I like to do every so often because it lets me have the support from the wall with my legs, but also I get a little additional stretch because I can relax through it a little bit more. And I'm getting the additional stretching from having my feet up above my heart at the same time. It helps with relaxation, stress, anxiety. So what you'll need today perhaps would be the most important one I think to have for this is to get a good stretch for the back of the legs is to have a strap. But again, you don't need it if you don't have it. And I'll show you how you can use the blocks if you want. If you need a little cushion for the head, I would grab a blanket there as well. I'm going to show you just straightforward how to do the legs up the wall. There's a bunch of different options that maybe I'll do another video on, but for now I'm just going to do it without any props. So you're going to just scoot your bum as close as you can get to the wall. You might have a few inches to 6 inches of space. If your hamstrings are really tight, you might not be able to get your bum as close to the wall as some people, and that's fine. Also, if you don't have wall space, you could use like the back of a door, or you could really use the chair or the bed and prop your legs up on it that way as well. So options for what you have available or what your mobility level is. Okay, so we're shifting our hips as close as we get to the wall. This is the fun part you get to do. I like to kind of lean back and as gracefully as you can, using the wall if you need to, helping your legs up. We're just pivoting around and our legs land up the wall. I'm going to have my strap nearby. I think I'll use my blanket for a little bit of a pillow. You could also have a blanket under your hips if you like, but I'm just showing you this way here today. If you need to scooch forward or back from the wall, you can do that. All right. So from here, let's just take a moment to breathe. Hands on the belly. Let's take 3 slow, deep breaths before we get started. Let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And repeat. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're going to grab our strap, place it around the ball of our foot, of our right foot, let's start with. And I have my strap around my hands. My shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. My elbows are tucked in by my side. And all I'm doing from here is pulling gently down on the strap, starting to feel the stretch through the back of my leg. This is already a stretch. You stay here. If not, lift that foot off the wall towards you. Try to keep that right knee straight as you can. A little bend is okay, of course. And we're breathing, inhaling. Exhale, release through the back of the leg. Inhale. Exhale, last breath as you inhale. And let the leg gently fall towards the wall. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. We got one more variation. As you inhale, lift the leg towards you off the wall. Drop the right leg over the left, so we're crossing over midline. Breathe. You might feel a little stretch to the outside of the leg now. That's what we want. Inhale through middle. Exhale, let the leg drop a little bit off to the side, but I don't want you to go to the point where your hips start to rock. You can let that leg drop, but then pause when you start to feel your hips start to lift or shift. And then we're lifting it all the way back up to the wall. Let's switch sides. So what you can do is just place your left foot right beside your right under the strap, and then take your right foot away. All right, inhale here. Exhale, lift the left leg off the wall. Breathe. Make any adjustments if this side feels tighter, then you don't have to push it as much as the right side. As I say, usually my left side is tighter, so I can't always go as deep. Last breath. And relax. Shake it out a bit from side to side. And we're inhaling, lifting off the wall, crossing over midline. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling middle, exhaling, exploring the way out to the side. You have the support from the strap. Again, I don't want your right hip to start to turn or lift off the floor. And then all the way back up to the wall. Release it. And bring that strap down beside you. And from here, let's start to open up the hips a little bit more. So we're going to let that right foot slide down the wall until it's flat on the wall. And then cross the right foot over the left leg, kind of like that figure 4 pattern. And from here, now we're going to drop the left foot down the wall until you start to feel that stretch in the right hip. And stop right there and breathe. The farther your left foot comes down the wall, the more intense of a stretch you'll have. Last breath. And then we're letting that left foot straighten all the way back up the wall, and we'll switch sides. So let the left foot drop, cross it over the right into our figure 4 or like a modified pigeon. And we'll drop in that right foot down the wall until we feel that stretch in the left hip. Remember, stretching is okay. Painful though, we back off. And you're more than welcome to do these stretches a couple times on each side. Last breath as you exhale, releasing, relaxing through the left buttocks, the left hip. And slowly come out of it. We're going to keep the left foot on the wall. We're going to bring the right foot down to meet it. And as we go through here, we're going to let the knees drop out to the side, soles of the feet come together, and you can use your hands to help guide your feet a little farther down if you need more of a stretch, trying to keep the whole sole of the foot and the toes and the heels in contact with each other. Sometimes the heels will want to lift away. Try to keep the heels touching each other. Stop here whenever you start to feel that stretch to the inner thigh. If you need a gentle extra, I just kind of lay my hands there. Not pushing down really, I'm just grounding through, connecting to my inner thighs, my hands. We're breathing, offering some support to ourselves. Last breath or two here. And we can use our hands for a little help if we need it to bring our knees back together. You can let your feet walk up the wall a little bit if you need a little breather. And again, it's okay if our hips started to slide away from the wall. I have maybe a few inches of space right now, but we might need that for the next pose as we walk our feet down the wall. So they're flat in front of us. Maybe our knees are at a 90-degree angle as we start here. It's going to be my right side as I walk my feet down to the right. All the way, we're coming into our twist. So again, if you have your block, you could have your block between your knees if it pinches at the hip at all. If not, our feet are all the way down by the floor, but they're connected to the wall still. I want to still feel that connection and have that grounding point of contact. As our knees drop towards the ground, our left hand will come all the way out like a T or a goalpost. Our head is in the middle up towards the sky, or we can look off to the left, rotate our head to the left. And relaxing through here for a round of breathing. As we exhale, we're trying to loosen through or let go of any tension in the low back and the front of our chest, shoulder of the left. This is a nice restorative practice as well because you can take a little extra time in each pose and let yourself get a little deeper stretch, especially since we have the floor and the wall to help support us. We're going to inhale, walk those feet up the wall, kind of like a rainbow. We're just going to make an arch all the way off to the other side. Shift your hips a little if you need to, all the way to the left. Our feet will still be connected, remember, to the wall. Our right arm out to the side. Your left arm can also be out, but sometimes I like to have my left hand on top of my leg. And see how we feel on this side, opening up through the back, through the front of the shoulder. One or two more breaths. And very nice. Start to gently let the legs come back to middle. And we're going to straighten the legs. If you want to make any adjustments here, if you need to scoot back towards the wall, if you've shifted away, if you want to grab your strap, if you find it hard to keep the feet in this position or the legs kind of want to fall out, they can be out a little bit wider than hip width. That's fine. But if it's one leg that's a little weaker, that's kind of drifting, you can put your strap around your shins. And that way your legs will stay together a little bit and you can relax for this final pose a little bit more. You can also, if you have a sandbag or a bolster or a heavy pillow or blanket. You could put that at the top of your feet for an extra grounding source. Sometimes it's hard to kind of get it up there yourself, but for now, I'm just letting my legs relax. My knees are bent softly here. My arms are on my belly, but they could also be by my side. My belly just this just feels what I need right now. My eyes are starting to close if they aren't already. Just letting my breath start to relax. Feeling the support from the ground underneath me, from the wall. Taking my last final rounds of breathing as I maybe think to myself a few things that I feel grateful for today. Letting a smile spread across the lips, across the eyes, across the face. Really letting the gratitude sink in, spread throughout the body. And you're more than welcome to stay here longer. I'm going to guide you out of it though. If you would like to join me, we're going to bend our knees down the wall. Either side you feel comfortable with, you're going to walk your feet down the wall like we did for our twist. You're on your side now, though, all the way to your side. And just try to get your arm underneath you. Your other arm will be in front of you. And we're going to push all the way up to sitting. And we'll come into our cross-legged position or whatever position feels okay for you. Don't mind if you have crazy hair afterwards. And we're going to come back into our prayer hands. You can bow your head gently if that feels okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know what you thought of this video. Namaste. Good job. Yeah, so let me know what you thought. Legs up the wall, how did it feel? Was it a little different, uncomfortable, or did you really feel good about it? Did it help you release a little bit more tension? Could you relax a little bit farther? It's a great one to throw into the mix, even without the stretches, just getting your legs up the wall, relaxing there for about 3, 5 minutes, whatever you can tolerate, and just breathing. Like I said, it really helps to calm the nervous system and help with the stress response in the body. So just doing that one on its own is great to add in every week. And then even when you're there, throwing in a couple of those stretches, it feels really yummy. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.